Wow. This is going to be weird. Oh. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Where I'm the one. I am the only. I am Hobo Tom. And you know what? Because I'm, well, somewhat back. Well, he still has the tape up there. Doesn't that? Oh well. Because I'm somewhat back in the Hobo office. As you can tell, the walls are done. I'm managing to put some pictures up. I still have most of my life in boxes. But I'm moving forward. I just purchased, through help with my insurance company that owed me money anyway. Whoa, I forgot. So many messages to catch up on. This is the first time I ran this computer in like months. And a whole bunch of like messages are popping up. I am going to get myself a new mouse and a new keyboard for Christmas. Because they're just like disgusting. I don't know, like everything I touch has like chalk on it. Probably from the paint and stuff. But yeah, enough about that. You don't want to hear about my woes. I'm wearing my Macho Man shirt. That means one thing. That means it's time for some wrestling predictions. Once I can get myself kind of comfy here. I know the house is going to kind of echoey for a while until I get like stuff to fill in. And yeah, the door, as you, I think, well, that's not the door of wrestling. Maybe it is the door of wrestling. Oh no, that's not the door of wrestling. That's the doors they put in. The door of wrestling has been replaced. I'll just have to start up new collections. That's all that means. What hat's that? That's my old Boston Red Sox hat. Whoa, wait a second. My computer's like saying, the hell are you doing? I haven't been starting so long. So let's start off number one with Ring of Honor. Final battle. Fighters ready? Fight, fight. I don't know. I don't know what they do. Oh, wait a second. The ultimate thing. Wait a second. Hit my music. A wrestling show without hitting my music. What the hell is this? Please renew. I'm not renewing anything. And wah wah wah. So let's start off with the Ring of Honor final battle, because it is the end of the year almost. At least by my clock, it is 12/8. That means December 8th. For those of you that can't understand numbers, which I have realized that a bunch of people do not understand how money works. But yeah, if you can't afford it, guess what? No. And obviously, just don't put things on your credit card if you have like hundreds of dollars in a wad, unless that's your drug money or other money. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. I might be moving up slightly in the world, so we shall find out. I have the snowball up there. I cleaned that off. So again, let's talk about some pro wrestling. Wow, I'll actually have to edit this too. That's going to be a funky feeling. So this is a weird show. We have probably to start the show off. We'll probably have FTR versus the Briscoes for like the third or fourth time. This is going to be for the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts. And they're not signed. They're not technically signed to AEW. I don't even know what their status is with Ring of Honor. So you know what? Yeah, it's like a double dog collar match. I know these two teams are capable of putting on amazing matches. The problem is it's beginning to become repetitive and there will be diminishing returns. I won't be able to watch any of this because I think the show's at like 2 or 4 o'clock. It's at a weird hour too. You know what? I was going to say FTR wins. They keep the belts. they're the ones that can do stuff. I don't know. So many messages are coming up. I'm kind of shocked at that. Let's see here. Next we'll have Dalton Castle and the boys taking on the Embassy. I have no clue who the people are in the Embassy are besides Brian Cage. Brian Cage has kind of, I don't know, lost his flair and mystique. Melissa Santos made watching Impact and Lucha Underground so much more enjoyable for whatever reason. Yes, it's not the white stuff lying all over my house. Although she probably has white powdery stuff all over her house, though. It's terrible. I should be so kicked off YouTube. But I'm not dropping F-bombs, though. So, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Dalton Castle wins. He's a Ring of Honor staple. The boys, yeah, they're good. Dalton Castle and the boys win. Well, I have no idea. I mean, really, if you wanted to, you could probably take a snooze through this match. Oh, wow. I have editing to do today. I have not edited videos in a long time. Then we have Swerve in Our Glory versus Shane Taylor Promotions. This is a tag team match. I have no idea who the people in the Shane Taylor promotion are. I've probably seen them twice. Swerve in Our Glory, they're going to continue to be awkward towards each other. Shane Taylor Promotions wins. Then, you know what? I might as well call this my Stone Cold Lock. My Stone Cold Lock of the night. We have Samoa Joe. Banana Joe. Banana Joe. Taking on Juice Robinson. Now, I have no idea what the contractual status of Juice Robinson is. He just might be an independent promoter. He just might be an independent he might be the true independent contractor. I think he's still with New Japan. Although I think he is Bullet Club. And once you're too sweet, you're that for life. Close. That's why I run this program. There we go. My computer's like getting used to running like programs it hasn't like touched in years. And I'm still getting used to my computer too. So there we go. That's the button I wanted. Oh yay, something worked. That's good. That was the old startup process. Just have to remember it. It's like getting on a bicycle. Kind of never forget, but you just have to remind yourself what the hell you're doing. Let's see here. So I have to remember that. Yeah, I have to like go back and remember a bunch of stuff. So yeah, Samoa Joe is going to keep the belt. Again, I don't know the status of Juice Robinson. Bullet Club seems to never win, except for recently. Then in the women's match, you have Mercedes Martinez versus Athena. This should be interesting. Both of NXT fame. Athena used to be the one to hurt and get hurt when she was Ember Moon. Mercedes Martinez famously got knocked stupid by Xia Li. And yeah, you know what? I don't see them putting the belt on Athena for a while. It's been too much of a hothead. Mercedes Martinez retains that Ring of Honor women's belt, I guess. I don't know. Then we have for the TV championship, or is it Pure? No, it's a Pure Wrestling Championship. Daniel Garcia versus Wheeler Yuta. It's not a show I see a lot of belts changing hands. I think I only have one belt changing hands, and it's not this match. Daniel Garcia is going to win somehow. He'll somehow cheat. He'll break the Pure rules stuff, and we'll see what happens. Should be a good match. And then in my Match of the night. We have the Painmaker, the Lion Tamer, the Y2J, Chris Jericho versus one half of the Kings of Pro Wrestling, Claudio Castagnoli. I probably butchered that last name, so I'm so just used to calling him Cesaro. And also, both of WWE fame. So they've probably done this a while. I can't see how this match is going to be bad. I mean, in comparison to... This is one of those things where you have to take a look at the whole show and say, well, what's the match of the night? There's no way these two will be bad. I mean, if they are bad, I would be shocked. But you know what? I think this is the one chance Claudio is going to have to get that belt off Chris Jericho. That could further things in some fashion or another. So yeah, Claudio Castagnoli wins. And that's Ring of Honor Final Battle. You know what? Let's take a little break. And now let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about deadline, because everyone has a deadline to keep. Most of the time, except for me. Well, I had no deadlines for a while. I have a bunch of deadlines. And obviously contractors don't have any deadlines either. That's the one thing I've been learning throughout this rebuilding process of the Hobo hovel, as Dr. Tom so eloquently mentioned every so often. Hope he appreciates all the hard work going into this place. We'll see. Hijo del Hobo El Vagabundo 67. Dude, he just needs like a tent. That's all. And if I catch him sleeping in a tent in my backyard, I'll have to call the police or just take care of things myself. But yeah, so let's talk about NXT Deadline. This is a... I almost forgot this was on. I have not seen NXT as of late. The NXT product, I feel, and I want to hear from you, my YouTube audience, how NXT is going. Because it feels like the TV shows, even with some main events, they all feel like it should be on the Florida house show circuit. They need a little bit tweaked here, tweaked there, just to make it feel better. And I have to work on this closet, because having just empty closets and piles of clothes on couches is beginning to annoy me. Who knows? But let's see here. It's going to start off. I'll tell you what. This is not going to be a good match. This is going to be, you know what? You can skip the first match. Because it's going to be Alba Fire versus Isla Dawn. A battle of the Scottish ladies, as they should call it. Only because she's new to the NXT scene, even though she was in NXT UK. Just to give her a little rub, I'll say, and because I've never seen her wrestle before, so depending when it's over, or maybe I'll catch highlights of it. I don't know, I might go to the gym Saturday. I don't know what I'm doing Saturday. I'm working Saturday. That's all I know is that I work. I'll say Isla Dawn wins. I don't know, something new, something different. So yeah, but you know what? You can skip it. Just take a cat nap. Then we're going to have, although they do feature a lot of women though. Pretty Deadly versus the New Day. The heck did the New Day get demoted? You know what? Pretty Deadly are keeping those belts. They're not good. You're not paying Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston piles of money to be on NXT. You're paying them probably to give the rub to Pretty Deadly to make them a big deal. So Pretty Deadly retain their tag team championships. Number one contenders, a match for the women's belt. You have Zoe Stark versus Cora Jade versus Roxanne Perez versus Kiana James versus Indy Hartwell. You know what? only because I got Indy Hartwell's autograph and it's gone somewhere. And she has an amazing booty. Yes, I said that word. You know what? Indy Hartwell wins. She's gonna lose to Mandy Rose. We'll see what happens there. This is just so random. If you want to, you can sleep through this match too. Let's see here. Probably my match of the night, and that's will probably also be the main event. You have the men's elimination. Carmelo Hayes, JD McDonough, Grayson Waller. I have to say that with my Australian accent. Grayson Waller. Yeah, man. Joe Gacy, brother. And Axiom. I know who's not winning. That's Axiom. I'm not going to have a one-person name go against Braun Breaker. I think he's already gone against Braun Breaker. Virus detected. Nah, they're just lying to me. It's just going through all my freaking things because I haven't done this in so long. Because normally you have to keep on like updating your computer. Again, I haven't. This is the first time in like almost more than 2 months I've even touched this computer. So I just hope I remember where I left some files. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Axiom's not winning. Hey man, I already fought Braun Breaker. JD McDonough already fought him. Grayson Waller's Australian, he's not winning the belt. Carmelo Hayes is going to win the belt. Or win the number one contendership match. They're going to move him into a feud with Braun Breaker. What's next? Oh wow, yeah, then either in the main event or second to main event, Braun Breaker, Rex Steiner is taking on Apollo Crews. This is going to be my stone cold lock of the night. Again, in going with my theory about the New Day, Apollo Crews is well, he is on the main event. He's on the main roster. Unless they do, and Rex Steiner is an amazing pro wrestler, has an amazing lineage. I'm sure he could go into the main roster section right now. But I think they're holding him, not so much holding him back, but holding him from making a goof of himself, which is potentially a very good thing. Because you don't want your NXT star to flop on the main roster. So that just looks bad. So I think they're going to keep Braun Breaker around. That belt does look good on him. He's a Steiner. He deserves the belt. He keeps the belt. And that's it. I would have thank yous, I guess, to go around to people. But you know what? I'm going to make one big thank you. To thank everyone out there that has shown me any kind of support, whether saying, hey, you'll get through this. Hey, can I advertise porn on your site? Oh, I don't want to mention that. Hey, HBT, it's glad to see you're back and kicking. I wasn't taken by the ocean because you know what though? As I found out, the ocean giveth and the ocean yieldeth. Because I drove my Dodge Ram to the ocean and the beach was gone. The ocean, I think, claimed at least $100 million worth of either houses and or condominiums and pools and stuff. So yeah, I just had rainwater. Like the water that got into the house and that was in the street, you could like drink. It was like pure rainwater. In fact, when my dad saw it, he's like, I've never seen water that clear before in this area. I'm like, yes, it's pure rainwater. Parts of it was still bubbling up from the ground as part of a natural aquifer system. There's your science lesson for the day, folks. So yeah, again, this big shout out mainly because I want to play it because, well, yeah, check this out.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass.
Because sometimes it is all about the bass. Other than that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I have to figure out how to re-edit stuff now. Again, thank you for watching. You'll see me, I'll probably be doing this a little bit more regularly, although with my new job, a new title, and still me not being at home. Oh yeah, that's right. Another notification about an old website I haven't seen in years popped up. So yeah, I'll try. I try with these lists. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for your patience. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Just have a GoFundMe. Help me reset up my Hobo office. Some drug addict.